before I kick things off then, I'm just going to initialize this patch, which I do by going to the memory menu and then choosing initialize. What that does is it simplifies Avenger to just a single oscillator with a sawtooth waveform. As you can hear, we've actually got some effects on there. That's because they're being routed to some send effects, some reverb and delay. So what I could do is just go over to this effects section, click on send rack, and just turn those effects off. So now it's going to be a nice clean sound, which is going to be easier to demonstrate. Of course, we'll come back to these sections later on, so don't worry too much for now. So as we can see, we've got a single sawtooth waveform here, and the way you change it to a different waveform is by clicking on it, and then it brings up the whole list of options we've got here. So at the top, we've just got some basic waveforms, sawtooth, square wave, and you can step up and down through that list again using the arrows. Or we could choose a more complex shape. And then below that you have wavetables, and the wavetables are a combination of individual waveforms stacked together, which you can step through using this index style here, which again we'll come on to later on. So yeah, a wavetable, which is a combination of different waveforms, which gives you a much more complex sound with lots more modulation options. And then last you have samples. So yeah, choosing a sample then turns this oscillator into a sampler rather than a synthesizer. One thing to bear in mind, although most of the controls in this section stay the same, this side changes when you switch to sample mode, where we no longer have the wave shaping controls that I'm going to show in the next lesson, but instead have a different set of sample controls, which I'll explain in their own lesson shortly after that.